Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is From Left to Right USA. I am the captain, and this video is a reaction to a debate over what is a woman, what is a man. Matt Walsh destroys this fake woman in this debate. This is incredible. This right here is where the culture war is today, right? With this whole gender dysphoria situation. You got men crossing over to being women, women crossing over to be men. You have males in women's athletics, and they're just invading and intruding in spaces where women should be and females should be. And here you have in this debate, you'll see a man who's invading the space of women, attempting to try to provide us with a definition of what a woman is, but he's gonna, as you will see, struggle greatly with that. And Matt Walsh, shout out to him. If you don't know who he is, he's a personality over there at Daily Wire, and he does amazing work. He had a documentary, "What Is a Woman?" That was incredible. But without further ado, let's jump into this reaction video. And here we go. All right, you see the headline. This is from WWMT.com, a news station. Debates over definition of woman go viral on social media. Truth matters. All right, let's come down. And this is originally from Twitter. Okay. Let's get into this. This is going to be good.
How would you define a woman? Because you've asked other people up here to define how we would define a woman. How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.
Accurate.
And how don't trans people, how doesn't a transgender woman fit that definition?
Female.
Because they're not female. They have. You said that you are a biological male, correct?
I said I'm transgender. I might be intersex for all we know. About almost as many people in the world are transgender as intersex, and
Well,
a lot.
So he says that he's transgender. So that would mean by default, you are not a female. You are a male transitioning to be a female. Hence the name transgender. You're crossing over from one thing to the other. And then they're throwing in this intersex thing. Weird.
A lot of people don't know.
well, but that's a different conversation. Intersex, that's a genetic anomaly. That's a medical condition. So that's a completely different conversation. That's also not a third gender. That's a genetic anomaly that occurs within the sex binary of male and female. What you're saying is that a quote unquote trans woman is a female.
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
So how would you define female?
Through my training in healthcare, there are several different categories for how we define sex. People bring up chromosomes. People also bring up hormone levels. People bring up all sorts of other categories. Lots of people don't fit neatly into a gender binary, even people we don't consider to be intersex. It's a complicated spectrum.
Why is it always got to be complicated and complex and hard to explain and describe? With these people, they're always saying that. Let's get back to
it. It's not complicated, but you also didn't define. So what is a woman? What is a female? What do these words mean?
It's complicated, and I know you're not going to like that answer, but that's because there are no simple answers in human biology.
Let me ask you a question.
You guys,
hang
on. Just let me finish. You guys like to bring up high school level biology classes a lot. I get that a lot. But people who go on to more complicated biology classes will talk about sex as a spectrum.
It's not. It's not.
Well, biological researchers would disagree with you.
Skip that, because right there, somewhere in there, he's gonna say use a cuss word. I don't want to play that.
Look, there are.
All right.
There are male gametes and female gametes. Oh, I had one last question. I just have one. I have one quick. Can you come back for 1 second? Because this is an important question. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis, is having a medical emergency, and they say to you, "I think I'm having a miscarriage." Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
Look. No, but that's because some people don't have body parts. Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay.
Sir, you're struggling. Why are you struggling so much? This is not difficult and complicated and complex and hard to explain.
Sounds like we've established there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. So there's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant. The only
But
reason
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
truth matters, right?
It does. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Truth matters, and they can't get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
Because they are for the same reason that I can rightly say that human beings have two legs. And if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs, okay? A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum and we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. You know, they could have 100 legs. No.
We all know that human beings have 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 feet, 5 fingers on each hand, 5 toes on each foot. We have 1 brain, 1 heart. Like, this is just, we know this, right? Like, you don't really hear people debating these truths. But for some reason, when it comes to these individuals and they're confused about what gender they are, they start bringing up all these questions about, oh, well, I can be an infinite amount of genders. No, you can't. There's 2 genders. There's male and female.
Oh, we know human beings have 2 legs. If a human is born without 2 legs, something went wrong. They were supposed to have that second leg. Something went wrong. If you meet a person on the street who only has 1 leg, maybe they had an accident. Maybe they were in war. Maybe something, maybe they were in a car accident. Maybe they had cancer. A leg was cut off. But you know that something went wrong because by their nature, they're supposed to have 2 legs. Same thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant. A man by his nature never can. So if you meet a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. So that proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there's something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with it, because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant and those who can't. So that's it. That's it.
Man, look, let me come back. So, man, look, that was incredible. I think he obliterated that man. He obliterated him, because he can't stand on anything he's saying. He's just saying things that he thinks sound good. That's it. It's not founded in any truth, any facts, anything biological, any science, right? It's just he feels a certain way and he thinks that his feelings should trump anything that's biological, anything that's real. These individuals always focus on exceptions to a rule. There's exceptions to rules, but the exception is not the commonality, right? It's not the usual. It's not nature. It's called an exception because it stands out from the rest. That's where they always try to throw in these words, exception to the rule, and it's always complicated. And look, man, that's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I thought that was incredible, and thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. This is From Left to Right USA. Let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about this. Leave a like, leave a comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate y'all. I'm the captain, and I'm gone.